Hello, my friends. God bless you. Welcome back to Traveler of the Wood. I have so much that I want to talk about today, and a lot of it I can't because my channel would get banned if I did. I know I've mentioned this before. I don't really like doing the social commentary videos because I just don't want my channel to be that, but somehow all of this ties into the things that I do want to talk about. So sometimes I do have to talk about current happenings in the realm. On my recent trip to Arkansas, I spent a lot of time in the woods, as a lot of you probably were able to tell. And it's as if nature downloaded a plethora of ideas in my head. And I had many epiphanies while I was out there, and I feel like I really struck gold in a sense, just being out there. And it was a very moving experience for me. But coming back from that, and now being back in Missouri, we've had this week happen, which has been filled with all sorts of crazy things. And I'm realizing now that the veil that sits in between the demonic realm and the natural realm is wearing very, very thin. And I know some of you that follow my channel want to hear more about demons and understand more about demons. And I kind of want to tie that in to all of the current happenings. But it's hard because if I say certain things, I'm going to get my channel banned or get in trouble or whatever. And, you know, it just makes it difficult to have these conversations. But that's why I'm here, you know, and I'm always kind of trudging forward to do that. Like I said, there's so much I want to talk about, and I just don't know what order to do it in. We can talk about Irina first, because if you've watched the video of this young Ukrainian woman getting murdered on this train, it will radicalize you. You will be radicalized by it. And this woman died alone. She died in fear. She died in agony. She died weeping. It's the most atrocious way someone could die. And she died at the hands of a you-know-what. When we see this, it looks random to us. And a lot of times, demons, like I said, they always try to hide their intentions, so they will make things look random. But demons can possess people just so quickly. Then they can especially possess people who use lots of drugs, because that weakens the... See, our minds have we have a sense. We can sense demonic presence, and a lot of people don't have that really worked on in their life, but we do have that. Our sober mind has that. And when we are under the influence, we are a little bit more susceptible to demonic influence. We could just look at this guy that murdered her and be like, oh, clearly this is just a random psycho. But no, he was a tool for demons. That does not excuse anything he's done. He deserves the death penalty immediately, in my opinion. But see, this is how it works in this country, and this is what's really stupid about this, is that this young Ukrainian woman's family needs to see justice take place. And you know how it works here. They're not going to. It's going to be 5 years before they execute that guy, if they do. And by that point, all of this will be memory hold, and no one will remember. But some people will. And I think the people that will remember are the people that watch that video. I don't want to recommend anybody watch videos of the recent violence that's been taking place, but if you see the look on her face, that will radicalize you like nothing ever will. The problem is that this kind of stuff, this horror, this pure evil, happens all over the world all the time. It's happening every day. And in America, we are very much in a bubble where we don't witness it firsthand. But because of the information age and this ability for us to see this kind of thing almost in real time whenever something happens, that's giving us a glimpse. That's waking people up. And I think that that's a good thing that happens. It's not a good thing that the violence is taking place, obviously. So next, well, I should just say I'm praying so hard and so deeply for Irina's family, because I just can't even imagine what they're going through. And if you look at some of those stills from Irina's last moments, that could be any woman in your life. And it's very, very... it's troubling to think that. Here's something that I wrestle with. I'm just throwing this in kind of at random, but you know, as a Christian, I strongly believe in loving people and doing our best to forgive and things like that. But after seeing that video, I really have trouble with this one. I feel nothing for the man that did this to her. And if I watched him die on live TV, I would feel nothing. I don't care. He deserves to die. That bothers me that I feel that way. I don't like feeling this feeling of hatred in my heart. But things are getting crazy enough now where that's going to start being a common feeling that a lot of people feel. So I pray for all of us as we go through this, because things are changing and things are coming that I don't know if we're ready for, but they're coming whether we want them to or not. Changing subjects to another atrocity. Yesterday, Charlie Kirk was murdered. I don't know much about Charlie Kirk. I know I've seen some of his commentary on things, but I do know that he is pretty much as moderate as one could be. The interesting thing about that is that to the left, he is considered a Nazi. He is considered horrible, evil, terrible, whatever. What this should show all of us is that if you have moderate views, to the left, you are considered evil, and they want to destroy you. And by them labeling you a Nazi, they feel justified in their destruction of you. This should be a very large wake-up call to people that the leftists cannot be trusted and cannot be in the same society that the rest of us live in. Which is why we need a national divorce, which is why we need full-scale ideological segregation, and we need it really fast. But that's probably not going to happen without some sort of kicking and screaming. And I pray for us as we go through this. Getting back to the demonic side of this, the situation with Irina appeared random and appeared like it was on a whim. The situation with Charlie Kirk appears very planned and very deliberate. Both have demonic influence written all over them. And this is going to sound maybe a little bit like a stretch, but I want you to try to keep an open mind when I talk about this, because we're now getting into the real weird, esoteric, scary stuff about demons. Both of these people who died, their wounds were to their neck. When you are sacrificing something for evil intent, the general way that that's done is by slitting the throat of your sacrifice. The symbology of both of these instances involve neck wounds, involve spilled blood. It's all a sacrifice. When you get really deep into evil and dark magic, it all boils down to sacrifice. Sacrificing to the evil intent is what causes the dark magic to work. So I am under the impression, just as an observer, that there is dark magic at play. And I think it's demon controlled. I don't think there's just some like evil group that's causing all of this. This is definitely the work of demons. It's demonic work. Now, does that mean that there isn't groups of people that are orchestrating things? Absolutely not. We all know that there are groups of people that are orchestrating evil in this realm who are also very demonically possessed. But this kind of symbology, the neck slitting, is almost a... I mean, if you know how dark magic works, this is exactly what's happening. This is sacrificing for some sort of evil dark magic spell. And we haven't seen what the dark magic spell is yet. And I pray for us as we go into the future, because that spell is going to be worse than probably anything that we've seen in a very long time. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I know that sounds really weird, but you have to remember, demons don't have a political agenda. They don't care about modern politics, obviously. They're way older than that. They've been around way longer. They don't care about the happenings of this realm, but they're strictly agents of chaos. They sow chaos. That's their whole thing. And through chaos, other things can happen. And dark magic, chaos magic, all of that relies on chaos being the field with which the spells can grow. So that's the place that we're in right now. And I mean, God help us. It's bad right now. And you know, demons work through people, and they can make things seem random when they aren't, when it's really, you know, when it's something important to their, whatever their agenda is. You know, they can just easily go into people and possess them, and you can be possessed on like a permanent basis, where demons enter your life and fester like a cancer. And they can also just pass on through and make you do something crazy and then exit. But all of that said, everything we're seeing right now is a demonic agenda. It's not a random agenda. It's not part of, you know, it's not some human concocted thing. This is evil. It's demonic spellcasting and demonic agenda playing out. I hope that all made sense. I've been really thinking about all this a lot, and it's been giving me quite a headache. But we're witnessing dark magic happening on a very massive scale right now. And the way that it's waking some people up, I think, is going to generally be a positive, but also a negative, because this is going to just lead to more chaos. It's going to lead to more conflict. And I don't think people are prepared for the conflict that it's going to lead to. I was keeping up with some of the internet discourse last night and this morning, And there are people on the left, black people in particular, that are saying that it's time for a race war. And these people have no idea how awful that's going to be for them. There are people celebrating the death of Charlie Kirk, which is just appalling and terrible. I don't agree with Charlie Kirk necessarily, because I am most certainly not a moderate, but people just seem to have no respect for the dead anymore. Okay, so I think I've talked about all I need to talk about that. But when you look at this picture, I want you to really think, and I want you to know that this could be anyone in your family. We need to pray for ourselves as we go through the next several months, because I think it's going to be a lot crazier than any of us even have the ability to imagine. So I have more videos coming down the pipeline. I really hope you will all be around for that. In the last month, I've had 32 new subscribers, which is just incredible to me. I value all of you a lot, and I'm very thankful that you have chosen to follow my channel. Things are getting crazy, and I hope my input is valuable to you in some way or another. So, that said, I think I'm done with this video. God bless you all. I hope you have a wonderful day, and please stay safe out there, because we are in unprecedented times.